What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video at the pond. Today we are, as you can see, we're going to be at the pond. We got 3 rods coming with us today, and just got jabbed by the hook there. We got 3 rods coming with us today, and they're basically the same ones, just like an extra version of soft plastic that we could use. So that's what we're going to be using today. I think I got the spinnerbait reel going and working again, so hopefully we can work with that better than what we have been. But I would assume the bass are going to be in a little bit shallower than they have been, as there's been a little bit of a warm-up recently here in our area, so we should be in pretty good shape at this pond. Maybe get a couple fish in for you guys today. All right, we're gonna start fishing and we'll catch you on the water. As you guys can see, it's definitely cleared up since last time we were out. There's not all that pond scum on the bottom anymore. I'm not sure if they're reaction biting it or if how they're going to be biting, but we'll just have to test it and see what they're going to bite on, you know. I just have braid tied straight to a football head. It's actually a football head jig and a little trailer, little kicking trailer. But I don't know if that's the right play today. I'm gonna throw the worm, or the brush hog. I guess I'll throw the brush hog. I brought 2 different types of worms though that we could use too on this setup, but we'll start with the brush hog. Might not be the right type of firmness or whatever that they want anymore. So I just gotta get the rod set back up. It's a little fast, a little fall. It's pretty good. It's just not spinning quite as free as I would like to be spool freed open. Temperature is definitely good. It's not like we're in a cold front. If anything, we're on the front side on the part of a warm front coming through. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like I can get it. That's better. That's better. I wanted it where you can get it where I could get it out and across the pond. He's coming right at me. He was just swimming right at me. Whatever had it didn't have it great, but it was swimming right at me. Like, that's why I was trying to bring in so much line, because, yeah, there he is again. There he is. Little guy. Little guy. Easy. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Little guy there. Nothing to write home about. I didn't put any pressure. When you see me like kind of step on it, it's not stepping on it. It's just putting light, and it's not even like any pressure like that. All it does is calms that fish down. It's not hurting the fish at all. It's just, like I said, a slight, ever so slight pressure that just calms it down. It doesn't feel like it can get away anymore. That's all you're trying to do, is just calm that fish down into a relaxed state. There's one there too. Berkley Powerbait Maxcent. They're called Kingtail. They're 8 inches, which is like a perfect size where you can still get the smaller ones in here. Might have stabbed a little bit too much through, because it's not working. Normally it works up the bait better than that. There it goes. I think I punched it a little too far through, but it worked out. And then you can just drop that down, and this is what our presentation is going to look like. It's always like a green pumpkin color. Fish in my area here love green pumpkin. They love those darker colors. Let's see what we can do. We'll definitely throw that spinner pretty quick here too if we don't get bit. Try to get them going a little bit here, because you don't want to have a lot of time in between fish, especially when you're pond fishing. Kind of rolls. It's not the best setup I've had on. I think that might have gotten weed, but I'm gonna drag it up like that and let it sink and see. I'll do like, yeah, there was one there. See, that's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta. I'm wondering if they're going after quicker moving baits today. I'm wondering. Because if they are, it makes my job a lot easier. Because I can throw that spinnerbait then. There's reaction strike and everything. You love to just feel a ton of weight on there, but haven't gotten lucky enough for that. Normally it happens on the spinnerbait. If I'm really gonna get something big, it's gonna be like and maybe that's the issue. There he is. Ooh, just had the tail. I didn't want to reel any because I figured that it wasn't going to be huge. Must have just grabbed the tail. Definitely had a little bit to it though. Gotta work to get him to bite. It's not easy. It's not the easiest. I don't know how close or anything to do this either. Like, that's way in close. You kind of got to drag across that and then back down in. Got it probably a touch closer than what I wanted, but it's just, yeah, you got to bust it through that. You got to bust it through that, you know. That's like the cast that I wanted right there. There's something back there of any size. There he is. There he is. There he is. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's maybe not. It looked better than what it was. I think he's got himself hooked a little funky. There he is. Sorry, shirt got. There he is. Probably, well, here we can show you. That's an 8-inch worm. So 13 inches or so. Not the worst. That must have been the one though that was shaking around up in there. That's the thing. In spring, when they go shallow like that, you can follow them. You can follow them, right? All right, guys, we're back. The GoPro got a little too hot. It's gonna happen from time to time. That's what happens when you're going on battery, you know. Hopefully it cooled down enough where we can just finish out this episode, but we got nothing out of that spinnerbait. We ended up fishing it for about 15-20 minutes. Just want to stop it right on the edge here and see. Fished it for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Not a super long time, but long enough where you definitely would have thought if you were going to catch something, you would have caught it. You just kind of... Alright guys, that's it for today. The GoPro died a couple times because of heat. It's not even that warm out. So I got to look into what I got to do to get this to work better where it's not overheating. But we did catch 2 fish, which was great. I'm happy that I could get that on film for you guys. I'll get everything done and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed them too, also leave a like on them. I really appreciate it. Pretty soon we'll be able to start getting out on the lakes. It'll be another, I don't even know what it is, probably 2, 3, maybe it might be 3 weeks, but 2 to 3 weeks and we'll be out on lakes. Until then, guys, we'll keep up with the ponds, but we'll catch you next time. Peace.